Well, 12 years later, after its discovery, Kawasaki disease was diagnosed right here in the tri-states. Lewis County native Kendra Cyphers was diagnosed in Quincy when she was just 3 years old. I spoke with her and her mother via Zoom this week about how this month's headlines are bringing back vivid and frightening memories from 41 years ago. Kendra Cyphers is a healthy mother of 4 healthy children. But when she was 3 years old, she had a disease doctors didn't know much about. It was Mother's Day, 1979. Kendra's mother, Brendan Herndon, was 9 months pregnant with her second daughter. She noticed Kendra had lumps on her neck. She thought it was the mumps, but as the days went by, Kendra got worse. She couldn't walk and had a fever of 105. So Brenda took her to the doctor, and doctors determined Kendra had Kawasaki disease.
Our family talks about it a lot because they will say
how scary
it was and how sick I was.
If we hadn't have taken her to the hospital, I'm certain she would not have made it.
The late Dr. Walter Whitaker at Quincy Medical Group diagnosed Kendra, placing her in Blessing Hospital for 2 weeks.
And he had one case in Peoria, Illinois, and Kendra was the first case, as far as we know, in Quincy.
Kawasaki disease affects children under 5. QMG pediatrician Dr. Dick Schlepphorst says the inflammatory disease results in several symptoms and 3 phases. The first phase includes high fever, bloodshot eyes, and intense redness on a child's tongue.
And since nobody knows what causes Kawasaki's either, it's always a question. I kind of wondered, since we've had coronaviruses for years, other ones that cause the common cold, kind of makes you wonder if those old coronaviruses that had been around for years were perhaps related and never been identified. So this may be a clue that helps us figure out a puzzle that's been out there for a long time, but all of that is yet to be determined.
My one grandpa can't even talk about it to this day without tearing up about it, because he remembers coming in and just laying his hand next to me on the bed, and it hurt my body so bad that I cry and be in pain.
Dr. Schlepphorst says the disease can be treated if it's caught early, but there can be long-term effects.
I still have heart palpitations and some different things that they kind of watch.
Doctors still aren't able to pinpoint what causes Kawasaki disease. Kendra's family had always heard you can get the disease by shampooing your carpet. Kendra's grandmother had just shampooed the carpets prior to Kendra contracting the disease. Researchers, however, have not found a positive link between the two at this time.
So it's long believed to be an immune response from your body to an infection, but we've never really been able to identify the cause, and people have looked for that for over 50 years now. So it's certainly been elusive in that regard.
Now, by the way, Kendra has only met one person in her lifetime who had Kawasaki disease as a child. That child just so happens to now be 21 years old and lives not very far away from her in Canton, Missouri.